The city of Pokhara glittered below Aadesh's small balcony, a necklace of electric lights draped around the dark, sleeping giants of the Himalayas. At 16, Aadesh felt as small as a single light. His dream was to be a photographer, to capture the soul of his country in a single frame. But his reality was a cramped room, a tired mother, and the pressure to find a real job, something safe, something easy. This was his ordinary world. The easy path was right there, a clerk's job at his uncle's shop, a predictable wage, a quiet surrender. It whispered to him every night, a siren song of comfort. The call to adventure came from an old, grainy video on his phone. A Buddhist monk, his face a roadmap of gentle wrinkles, spoke not in thunderous proclamations, but in a voice as calm as a mountain lake. A river that avoids all rocks becomes a stagnant pond, he said. It is the resistance of the stone that gives the river its music, its strength, its journey to the sea. Do not take the easy path. Embrace the climb. The words struck Aadesh's heart like a temple bell. He looked at his secondhand camera. The easy path was the shop. The hard path was his art. Refusing the call was instinctive. Fear was a cold hand on his shoulder. "Who are you to be an artist?" it hissed. "Be practical. Help your mother." For a week, the camera gathered dust, but the monk's voice echoed in his mind. His meeting with the mentor was that very video. It gave him the courage to take the first step. His crossing the threshold was buying a bus ticket to the outskirts of the city at dawn, his camera bag feeling impossibly heavy on his back. The tests, allies, and enemies began immediately. The sun was harsh. His first 100 photos were blurry, uninspired. He met an old potter by the roadside, his hands caked in clay, who became an unlikely ally. "The clay fights me," the potter smiled, "but that is how I know it will become something strong." Aadesh's main enemy, however, remained his own doubt, a relentless voice telling him to go home. The approach to the inmost cave was the day he decided to climb to the World Peace Pagoda, high above the city. The path was steep, his legs burned, and rain began to fall. It was the hardest physical thing he had ever done. This was the climb the monk had spoken of. At the summit, soaked and exhausted, he experienced his ordeal. The clouds parted. Before him was a perfect,